Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain the difference between computer science and engineering, computer science and electrical and electronic engineering. I'll compare the course outlines, the skills you will gain, and the career paths you can take. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which one might fit your interest. Hi, I'm Tanvir Ahmed. I have just graduated in CSE from Brack University, and in this video, I will share not just the theory but also my real experience and what I have observed from my friends in CS and EEE. So let's get started. So why am I making this video is that um, many of the freshers are actually confused whether they want to study CSE, CS, or EEE. You are not alone. Every year, thousands of freshers struggle to decide which major to pick because the name sounds similar, but the reality is very different. So now I will explain the differences in course outlines and skills and careers. So let's get started. And so what are these fields? So CSE is known as computer science and engineering. It is a combination of both software and hardware. You will learn coding, data structure, algorithms, databases, and operating systems. But you will also learn about electronics, digital logics, and microprocessor. Basically, you will become a bridge between computer science theory and electrical engineering. And now let us talk about CS, which is known as computer science. Computer science is more about software and mathematics. Here you go very deep into algorithms, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, and the theory of computation. Hardware is almost absent. Instead, you study more math heavy courses like discrete mathematics, graph theory, statistics, and etc. Now let us also talk about EEE. EEE is known as Electrical and Electronic Engineering. It is about hardware and physics. This major actually focuses on circuits, electronics, power system, communication, and signal processing. You will still code a little, maybe with MATLAB or embedded C, but most of your life will be spent in labs, equipments, oscilloscopes, soldering, and analyzing circuits. Think of it like this, like a CSE student builds a robot and also programs it. A CSE a CS student designs the algorithm that decides how the robot will work, and and a triple student designs the circuitry inside that robot. Now let us compare the course outline in detail. I will spend a few minutes on each. So this is the CSE course outline. Uh, in universities like Brack, NSU, BUET, CS students take core programming languages like C, C++, Java, and Python. I am from Python background, so I have my own expertise in Python, but some of my friends is also shifting from Python to Java. Now, let us talk about, you will also learn about data structures, algorithms, which are the foundation of efficient coding. Then you will learn about database management, operating system, and computer networks. Hardware related courses such as digital logic design, microprocessor, and computer architecture. Then there is like you have to study maths. You should have a strong math foundation. For example, you should know how to learn calculus, you should know how to do probability, linear algebra, and discrete mathematics. And don't forget about the labs, like both software projects and hardware labs uh, are important in this degree. Now let us talk about the CS course outline. So similarly, like CSE, you need to have a strong foundation on programming. You will still learn programming and algorithms, but you will dive deeper into automata theory, compiler design, and cryptography. There is a heavy emphasis on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. Then mathematics is central. Like you have to learn discrete mathematics, statistics, graph theory, numerical methods, and many more. Research is also a very big component. Many CS programs expect you to write papers or explore theoretical topics. For example, a CS student might work on on a CS student might actually work on proving the efficiency of an algorithm or designing a new model for machine learning without touching any physical hardware. Now let us talk about the Triple E course outline. Here, you will study circuit, analog, and digital electronics and power systems. You will learn signal processing, communication system, and control system. Microcontroller and embedded systems are also covered, but the coding is actually in MATLAB or embedded C, but not in depth like software engineering. Physics-based courses like electromagnetics and machines are mandatory. Labs are very heavy. You spend hours testing circuits, measuring signals, and designing boards. For example, my friends in Triple E would spend the night before lab exam fixing circuits and debugging breadboards. Very different from me debugging code at 2 a.m. So, yes, you will live different lives. So now let us talk about the skills that you will gain. So what skills do you actually come out with? CSC students graduate with balanced skills, like you can both, like you can code, you understand how system works, and you have some idea of hardware. So you are very versatile. You can work with different kind of people without having any issues. You can work with both CS students and Triple E students without having any problems or without having any problems. So now let us talk about CS. CS students graduate with a very strong programming, solving, and research skill. They are great at data science, AI, and theoretical computing. And moreover, CS students are actually really good at image processing task. Now let us talk about the Triple E students. Triple E students graduate with practical hardware knowledge. They know how circuits, power grids, and communication system work. Now let us talk about the career path and industry demand. Now, what happens after you graduate from your university? So there are like for CSE careers, you can become a software engineer, full stack developer, AI or ML engineer, then system architect, or even startup founder. CSE gives you a flexibility. You can join software companies, hardware startups, or research. Now, for CS students, CS careers are like data scientist, machine learning researcher, cybersecurity analyst, or academia. CS prepares you for research heavy and math heavy job, and it is also a great foundation for doing a master's or PhD abroad. Now let us talk about the Triple E careers. Triple E careers are like electrical engineer, electronics designer, embedded system developer, telecom engineer, or power system engineer. Many Triple E grads also join hardware companies like Intel, Siemens, or work in renewable energy. So, which one should you actually choose? Like, here is my advice. If you enjoy coding, then also you want to understand some hardware, definitely go for CS. Okay. And if you like love maths, algorithms, and theoretical problem solving, go for CS. If you love both coding and hardware, definitely go for CSE. But if you love maths but do not want to deal with hardware related topics, then go for CS. And if you like solving circuits, machine, and electronics, go for Triple E. Also, think about your study style. CS is theory heavy, so patience for abstract math is important. CSE requires balance, coding projects plus hardware labs. Triple is lab heavy and practical, so it requires patience with experiments. Remember, no major is better than the other. the best one is the one you actually enjoy. So I have created one kind of Venn diagram regarding this, and you can actually see that for three of the degrees, there is only one section common, which is known as maths. All these courses, all these degrees are heavily focused on maths. This is a Venn diagram that I have created, and if I'm wrong somewhere, please correct me in the comment section below. So now we can see actually in the CSE exclusive, we can actually see that they work with both hardware and software. Okay, and let's talk about the exclusive part of EEE. They work with power systems and circuits. And for CS exclusive, software like tasks like cryptography, blockchain, and etc. Now let us talk about the intersection part of CSE and EEE. We can see that there is like digital logic, microcontroller, IoT, and etc. Now let us talk about the intersection part of CSE and CS. We can see like AI, data science, cybersecurity. These are very, very good topics, to be honest. Like uh, currently speaking, AI, data science, and cybersecurity, these courses are really good for masters and PhD. And now let us talk about the triple E and CS. You can see that I wrote negligible similarity because there is no, how can I put this? Like for CS student, CS student can take one or two hardware labs, one or two hardware labs that actually overlaps with triple E students. Like, for example, like robotics, the course robotics, a CS student can do robotics course that might overlap with triple E student. But I don't think that there is any significant difference, there is any significant similarity in between CS and triple E. So that is why I wrote like say negligible similarity. Like one to three courses might overlap in the whole degree program, but other than that, uh, there is like negligible similarity among these two. So let's talk about the final thought. CSE is the bridge between software and hardware. CS is pure software and theory. Triple E is pure hardware and electronics. All three are powerful fields with amazing futures. Now, I would love to hear from you which degree you are planning to study. Comment below and tell me why. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because I'll be making more videos about career guidelines and tech education. Thanks for watching and good luck choosing your path.